Okay, I think I'm live. All right. How you doing, guys? For anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Dave. Every now and then I create some cool MP3 files. And this is how I do it. I'm going to show you now. Mainly I use two programs in particular. One is called Audacity, and the other is called Neural Programmer 3. Neural Programmer 3 usually I use for the recordings, and then I use it after I finish all the editing to piece it all together and to put music in the background or anything else that I'm doing. So hopefully this is going to record and I'll be able to show this to you guys later on. You guys will be able to watch it. So here we go. Audacity. Audacity is a great free program, and it's really good for lots and lots of audio editing features. And it's free. Did I mention it was free? Free. Okay. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to switch over to screen view and let you guys watch exactly what I'm doing. Okie doke, here we go. Okay, so here's the program. It is called Audacity. Free download. You can get it almost anywhere on the net. So we will open up Audacity. Here it is. It's pretty easy to use, but there's a couple tricks that are easier that you're told than if you have to learn them. Okay, so it's got the basic menuing system up here. Effects is one that you're going to use a lot. Some of the effects that you're going to want to use are amplify, change pitch, echo, fade in, fade out, and the noise removal. I've used some of the other ones like reverse and change speed, change tempo. I've used all those, but really when it comes down to it, your main ones are amplify, fade in, fade out, and echo, and noise removal. So here we go. Let's create a file. So you click on the record button, which is what I just did then. That is the record button. And I will keep talking now and leave a couple spaces, maybe even put a couple coughs in there, and maybe say something that makes sense, not makes sense. And we will see how to use this program for editing a audio file. And we're going to put some clicks there and some snaps, and there. Now that should be enough time done. We're going to stop and listen to that and see what's there. Okay, so first thing I'm going to show you how to do is, you hear this, there's a couple things in the background. Okay, maybe not right there, but it's not clean anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to clean that up a little bit. We're going to use amplify, and we're going to bring it down to less than 30. Okay. We go less than 30. That usually takes everything that's there out. All right. So we'll listen to it again. Now, quick note here. If you want to play this anywhere on this line and you know about where it is, you can come here and click anywhere between these two lines here, okay, and it will start to play at the point you click. So did you see how I cleaned up that space there by using amplify? Now I'm going to do that again over here, and watch, I want to show you something. Under the effect button, and ta-da, look, repeat amplify. So what this does is it takes whatever action you did last in this list, and it applies the exact same settings and everything. So let's see what happened. All right, we'll click here to press play. Ta-da, sound is gone. I'm going to do that a couple more times now. And repeat amplify again, and repeat amplify again. All right, so I did it 3 times there. All right, let's play. And okay, let's get rid of those clicks. All right, we're also going to do the same thing there to get rid of those clicks. Effect and repeat the amplify, and they're gone. Ta-da. Okay, so, and see that? They're gone. Okay, so those snaps I'm going to actually delete. So you highlight them, and you can highlight and delete, or sometimes what I do is I highlight a space that I just cleaned up. Okay, so I'll do it again, repeat amplify, and now I know there's nothing in here. And I will Control C, which is copy that, and then I'm going to highlight those snaps, and I'm going to Control V them. And look at that, they're gone. It's the same as deleting. Basically, all I did was replace them. Okay, so let's listen to them. All right, so the snaps are gone. Now I could also delete that. Okay, so I'm going to delete that bit there. And if you accidentally delete something that you didn't want to delete, oh my God, I just deleted that piece. Come up here, and there's an undo arrow right here. I think you have up to 6 undos. You can also find undo under the edit. Now, if you go under the edit, it will tell you what your last thing you did was. So undo delete, and then I can also undo delete, and I can undo paste, blah, blah, blah. Okay, or you can redo your delete. All right. So now I've got that done. I'm going to show you how to zoom in to delete minute stuff. All right. Okay, so I want to get rid of the now. All right. This is what we're going to try and do. Okay, so I want to get rid of now. Okay, so now goes from here to right here. Okay, so now I've got now that. So now I'm going to right here like that. Should say now. Now. Try again. All right, maybe we got to zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so now you can really see where it is. Okay, delete. All right, let's try this again. Sometimes you got to zoom in and zoom out to do this stuff right the way you want. Ta-da, see? The now is missing. All right, So now if I wanted to overlay this track with another voice, another whatever you want to call it, sometimes you want to put music to it, sometimes you want to put lyrics to music. So what I will do is click where I want to start recording. So I'm going to add some space here and a space here. Okay, so I don't want to start recording right over here. I want to start recording right here in the middle of this big open space. So I'm just going to click here, and where this line is, that's where you're going to start recording. And you'll see when I press record, it's going to give me another audio track down here, another stereo track. So here we go. And while you do this, it also plays this track in the background so you can see where you've got to put it for a guide. Okay, here we go. I'm just talking, and there we go. That is talking now. And a couple coughs. Snots make sense, yes. All right, so that's enough. All right, now we can go and listen to that, and what you'll notice is that those two tracks are merged, and what you can do when you've got two tracks merged is some pretty amazing stuff. Okay, so that guy's too loud, so I'm going to turn him down. This is called the gain. You can turn it down, turn it up. All right. All right, so you see what I just did. I can adjust the gain. I can make this guy lower, and I can make that guy louder, or I can make that guy lower and that guy louder. So now that I've got that done, I'm going to add a space right here. Okay, so this here adds into there. Add another space right there, another space right there. Okay, so you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to fill in the spaces. But sometimes they don't line up. So I'm going to use a key that is called the time shift key. I'm going to line this up. This is the time shift key right here, okay? And when I use that, oh my goodness, look at that. I can move this hole, I can slide it back and forth, no problem. So I'm sliding it here. That looks like it's going to be good right there. All right. So I go back to my selection tool, and I'm going to add a space there and a space there. Okay, or I can delete a space here. Now you see how this is going to line up now? All right. Okay, so now that we've got these merged, I'm going to show you a trick. Now we can export this to an MP3. MP3. All right. So in order to export this to an MP3, we're going to go to File. And after we click on File, we will go to Export. Export. Now you come into Export, you choose your folder where you're going to put it, and then you can select the type of file you are saving here. So for me, I prefer to use MP3s because it's small and efficient. But you have a selection to use a WAV. Sometimes if you use a WAV, it's a little faster for working with because it doesn't have to compress and uncompress and all that stuff. Sometimes you want to use a FLAC file because a FLAC file is more, it has very high quality, but it's almost the size of the WAV. So it takes up a little bit more room. Okay. So once we pick MP3, then we go save. But you got to name it. So you click the name. Demo. Joke. A demo. Let's save the demo. Okay, we are saving the demo. Now, right here, you get to select the name of the artist, the title, the album, year, genre, and any comments. So I'm going to name it, and I'm going to pick a genre, noise, or maybe I'll call it humor. No. What did I call the last one? I can't remember. It doesn't really matter what you pick. This is just for someone who wants to do something. So I'm just going to pick this as a noise. All right. There you go. And you click OK. And there you go. You have a new MP3 file. So to get at your new MP3 file, we will go to File, Open. And this is the one that we saved it as sample demo, and open. Okay, so you will see that we have our voices merged here, and whatever we do with the gain, you'll notice one voice might be louder than the other. There you go, perfect. So I'm going to show you a cool, I don't know how cool it is, but I'm going to show you how to fade in, fade out. Okay, so we're going to fade in right here, fade in. There you go. Notice how it went from quieter to gradually louder until it was normal. All right, I'm going to undo that right now. I'll undo the fade in. And now I'm going to do the fade out. Fade out does the opposite. It slowly, gradually gets quieter and quieter and quieter until there's nothing. All right, for the duration of what you selected. So now I will undo that again because we are going to use fade in and fade out now in a minute. And I'm going to show you something real, I don't know, real cool, but I'm going to show you something cool. So to get an awesome dual hypnotic voice in your or a harmonics or whatever you want to call it, you'll notice sometimes there are people that talk from their belly, and when they talk from their belly, you can really feel it. It's almost like you can feel their voice going right through you. I'm going to show you how to make your voice sound like that in here. So what we're going to do is come up to File, and we're going to go to Import Audio. All right, Import Audio. Okay, and now we are going to put the exact same file that we are using here. There are other ways to do this, but this is the way I'm going to show you how to do it now. And we're going to do sample demo and open. All right, see what it did? It opened up the file, so now you have view of both of these files. Okay, now that you have view of both of these files, you're going to want to select the entire file. So to select the entire file, you click right here. Okay, now we have this entire file selected. I'm going to show you a pretty neat effect called amplify. Not amplify, sorry, I already showed you amplify. I'm going to show you pitch control, change pitch. All right, when we change the pitch, I'm going to tell you that anything under 6 sounds like a normal person. Anything higher than 6 starts to get creepy. I'll show you in the preview. All right. That wasn't too bad, but it gets creepier the higher you go from 10. So I will select 5 so that you can really notice what I'm doing. Usually I select 3.5 or 4 or 3, depending on the day. It depends on how I feel. So I'm going to do 5 so you can hear the total difference. All right. So we click here. now you have a cool dual voice effect. All right. So I prefer to make the deeper voice louder and the other voice lower. But there's one more thing we're going to do here to make this work. And it is, we are going to add an echo to this one here. So you come here, you select the entire thing by clicking in this spot here, okay? And you go to Effect, and we're going to Echo. Now, I'm going to explain to you what Echo does here. You got two edit options. You can edit the delay, which is how long before it starts to repeat after the sound. All right, and then you've got the decay factor, which is how quiet it starts to get. So you'll see what I mean. I'm going to show you a 1 with 0.5. That's the default. Okay. Now for this effect, we don't want to have it like that. We want to have it more like a stadium type echo. So it's not really echoing. It just sounds like you're in a, I don't know, you're in a closed spot. So in order to get that, we're going to go 1, 2 up here and 1, 2 down here. So that's 0.12, not 1, 2, because 1, 2 would give you 12 seconds after. We want 0.12 of a second. Okay, so, and you listen to that, and it sounds like you're in a tin can or something like that. Okay, so you combine these two effects, and you're going to see, with a little bit of tweaking, it sounds really, really neat. Very relaxing, very comforting, almost. So I'm going to turn this down, the gain. I'm going to turn the gain down to -10. We'll try that. Okay, and here we go. So you see what I mean? That sounds pretty neat. I like it anyway. And when you're doing files like I'm doing, it adds a really neat effect. So you come up here and you go to export. I don't suggest saving this as the exact same thing. I'm going to save it as the dual voice demo. All right. Dual voice demo. I'm just going to save over one that I already had there. So it's going to ask me if I want to save over this. One thing I forgot to mention before, when you select MP3s, you can go to options and you can select your quality level and your bitrate mode and your channel mode and all that stuff, which joint stereo is the best one, I believe. Okay, so when you click save, there we go, it did that. That's only doing that because I had it saved there before. So now it's going to use the exact same thing. I'm going to rename this to okay. All right, and there we go. Okay, so now we're going to hear something cool. And all right, here it is right here. And we listen to it, and it gives you see that? Okay, so now I'll show you another trick I usually do. If I have an introduction to my file, and I don't want the echo there the whole time, I will fade in the introduction until the end, especially the echo part. So, and that leaves a neat sound to it. It's almost like you're gradually going into the stadium or something like that. I don't know. I like it. So you'll see what I'm talking about there now. And it gradually turns into an echo. All right. So you see what I did there. All right. That's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer. If there's anybody watching, I got some questions. I don't know. I don't even know if anybody's watching. So I'll be posting this in Hypnotica's Master Circle in about, well, I guess it'll probably have to wait till tomorrow now. But I'll post it. And everybody can watch it and hopefully you learn something. Thanks for listening. I'm just going to wait around for somebody to log on, and if somebody logs on, I'll answer any questions you got. I didn't have any viewers. Nobody's watching. Boo. 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 Is there anybody out there? Okay, I guess I'm going to take off. I'll be posting another video on Neuroprogrammer, which is the one that I use to piece all my stuff together. This was my first video. I hope it's not too lame, weird, annoying, whatever you call it. I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. So, this is Dave signing off. Over and out. Till next time.